Call the member for Petrie.
Well, thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Look, we've seen some great news in relation to jobs and growth just last week. Some 371,500 more people employed, more jobs than what there was just 12 months ago. Now, that's a 25-year record. And at the last election, people will know that the coalition government, we took jobs and growth as an election commitment. The fact is that this is becoming a reality right now, and it benefits people in my electorate of Petrie, which is fantastic, because when I'm out and about talking to people in the electorate, job creation locally is often brought up, permanent jobs, but also casual and part-time and subcontract positions. Jobs of the future, where do people go with the changes in technology? And also important is financial education for people. I don't think we do enough of that around financial education. Mr Deputy Speaker, these are great news locally. I want to thank the local schools as well for what they're doing in relation to jobs of the future and financial education. I've been out at a number of different schools in my electorate and spoken to them about that. Our plan mainly focused around the Advanced Defence Manufacturing Plan, NISA as well, the National Innovation and Science Agenda, our free trade agreements, and obviously with a population of 24 million people or so here, free trade exports are really important for us when we can export into Asia where there's billions of people, and then reducing company tax and the benefits of that. We've seen in relation to reducing company tax that is now in place for businesses up to 25 million in turnover this year, which means that after dividends are paid and after expenses are done and after assets are bought, that whatever money is left in the business is only taxed at 27.5%. It will go down to 25 rather than 30, which means there's more money left there for them to reinvest. The instant asset tax write-off is also having a big benefit to many businesses in my electorate. In Petrie, there's been over 2,900 businesses take advantage of the instant asset tax write-off in the last financial year. So that means local solar companies win because businesses are investing with solar on their roof, which is important given that most businesses use their energy during the day when solar is actually being created. There's also vehicles. Any second-hand vehicle or new vehicle under 20,000 is instantly written off. IT and computer systems instantly written off. You might want a new coffee machine for the office. Harvey Norman, I guess, benefits, or other retailers. But this is great news because those 2,900 businesses that in Petrie that are using the instant asset write-off, they're spending locally with these different businesses as well, all part of the 371,500 jobs created in the last 12 months alone, and over 300,000 of those have been full-time. We know with the Defence Manufacturing Plan, Mr Deputy Speaker, that is now under construction. It includes 9 future frigates, which haven't started yet, 12 future submarines, which haven't started yet, 21 Pacific patrol boats, which are under construction now, I'll come back to them, and 12 offshore patrol boats that start next year. The 21 Pacific patrol boats are started right now in Western Australia. So they're underway right now, which is fantastic. That's some $306 million in spend, and all the local people working on those using Australian steel being built locally. We also know that there's a couple of $100 billion in defence capability that will be invested in the next 10 years, but the Pacific patrol boats have started since the election, and companies in my electorate are also benefiting through defence procurement. Companies like Pacific Health Solutions, which has a contract with the Department of Defence for medical waste worth $320,000. Free trade agreements are really taking off. We've seen the CHAFTA free trade agreements, Japan free trade agreements, where Indian agreements are also being worked on. We've seen skim milk powder up 99% in sales, bottled wine, 86% increase in the last 12 months, hay and chaff, 50% increase. There's a whole lot happening there. In relation to NISA, I had the Assistant Minister Craig Laundy up the other week looking at the National Innovations and Science Agreement and awarding some grants there as well. Great news for Petrie.